So it's been 2 months now since I got my 2020 S1000RR and I still haven't raced a leader bike on it. Fastest bike I've raced is Evo's Ducati Panigale 899. But that thing can't hang with it. Racing a leader bike is why I was so excited for using the camera that I used in today's video and why I thought it would be the perfect fit for what I wanted to do. Let me show you guys what I got my hands on. This right here is the Insta360 1X, and this is the first 360 camera that I've ever used. I made a video a long time ago talking about how excited I was that 360 was getting popular because I had such grand ideas about how it could be used on motorcycles. That was way before 360 cameras got super popular though, and people have been using them in different ways ever since they came out. But when Insta360 reached out to me and said they wanted to send out one of the 360 cameras for me to test out, I was stoked because there was one specific use case that I knew would be my absolute favorite in using this camera, and that was in motorcycle races. I've had plenty of racing videos on the channel and I feel like I've done a pretty good job of showing you guys what the reality of the race is. But if the person that you're racing with doesn't have a camera themselves, then you're stuck with just the camera that you have on your bike, unless you want to set up a bunch of different cameras all over your bike to get multiple angles. That's where this thing really shines and why I was so excited to use it. So in the video that I made for you guys today, I had my first leader bike race on the S1000, and it was kind of special. Not as special as I was hoping it would be, but it was against an R1 of the same generation as my old R1. Now, eventually I do want to race my old R1, and it's going to happen, but to race the old generation of the leader bike that I used to have, I thought it was pretty cool. Now for a lot of people, including myself back when I first found out about 360 cameras, the first thing you think of is 360 degrees and seeing all that at once. But in reality, it's not really the best use case for 360 cameras because you never know where to look. You don't know if you're supposed to look ahead, if you're looking behind, you don't know if something was happening ahead. And so when you want to integrate a 360 camera into videos on a motorcycle, the place where it really shines is using the ability to see any angle around 360 degrees from the camera. You can control that image to see exactly what you want at any point in time in the video. If you're using your brain and you're thinking about the fact that I really thought this would be good for videos when I'm riding with someone else doing motorcycle races, you're probably already thinking about how this could be very useful when you got someone else that you want to get video of too. So before we get out on the bike, the reason that this video is coming out when it is because Insta360 just came out with their motorcycle kit. They have a bunch of different kits for different applications depending on how you want to use the 360 camera, but they just made one for motorcycles. So if you guys go check out my link down in the description, you guys can get the Insta360 1X, and their motorcycle kit comes free with that purchase. Full disclosure, it's an affiliate link, so when you guys buy it, I get a little kickback. No extra charge for you, it just helps me out and the channel. And I am so excited for this because I already know how the footage turns out from the video. So let's head out on the bike and see what we can do. So I met up with another guy here in Austin. He's got a previous generation R1 like I used to have. One of these days I'm gonna get mine out here. The guy who bought mine lives out in Houston, and I know he wants to run the bikes against each other, but I wanted to test this thing out, and honestly the best use case I know I have for it right now is for some really awesome race footage with other bikes, because you just can't get that right now. If you want to get footage, like multi-angle footage during a race to make sure that you're capturing good angles no matter who wins the race, you got to share footage with the other person, or you got to set up multiple cameras on your bike. And of course I can't test a new camera without coming through my tree tunnel. Oh, if only I wasn't stuck behind people who are so slow. Time to get my leader bike race cherry popped on this bike, at least. Let's see how it does. I got this thing extended out here. Hopefully we don't get too much wobble. See how this works out. I'm giving him the hit. So much lift. I wasn't paying attention. I was in third gear. Oh my goodness. This thing pulls so freaking hard. I did so bad on those races. So bad. And it still just ate it up. I'll give him the hit. Oh my goodness. Oh man. So that is my first ever video filmed with a 360 camera. Everything that you saw, except for the beginning bit before we got on the motorcycles, was filmed with the Insta360 One X. And I was stoked on how this came out. It has an app that you guys can connect to. You can actually do the editing on there and export files from there. You can control the direction of where the camera's showing, the field of view, and all of that, and export files from there. Or you can just use it to preview stuff and then edit on your computer. that's what I did. I obviously do all my editing on my computer, so I did the full editing of the video in Premiere Pro. There's good support for using 360 video in there, but the app was really helpful for making sure that I got the shot that I wanted to get. So I'm sure you're wondering, do I recommend the Insta360 One X? And the short answer is 100% yes. I know as a content creator, being the one making the moto vlogs, I'm in the minority. I have tons of cameras for all different use cases, but for most of you guys, this is going to be an awesome one-stop package for getting a lot of different awesome shots. Like I said, riding with other people makes this thing shine even more than just when you're by yourself. Just because you're able to get so many different shots, it doesn't matter where you have the camera mounted, it doesn't matter where you have it pointed, because you can always adjust that frame of view after the fact to make sure that you're showing what you really want to show. Now, like I said, they have a deal going on right now for, I think, 2 weeks, maybe a little bit less than 2 weeks, that's gonna get you the motorcycle kit for free. And if you use my link, you'll also get an extra battery too. But it's gonna come with a selfie stick. It's gonna come with like a handlebar mount, some other extension bars that you can use to mount in different places on your motorcycle if you don't want to use the full-on selfie stick. Honestly, I was shocked. I thought I was gonna have to do something to make the invisible selfie stick work. The camera automatically removes the selfie stick from all of your shots, so you don't have any bar. It just looks like you've got a floating drone next to your motorcycle. It's also pretty long too. That's what she said. It's pretty long. The camera has just like a standard tripod mount thread hole in the bottom. Just mounts right in, and that's pretty cool. It's honestly kind of crazy how it stitches everything together without having that thing in there. But I don't know about you guys, I was stoked about the footage that I got from those races. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can leave those down in the description. Again, check out my link down in the description. It helps me out when you guys click it and check out the product. Make sure you tag me or share with me any footage, any videos that you guys make with it. I'd love to see it. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my races on the bike using this camera, be sure to let me know down in the comments. Y'all been awesome. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed already, turn on notifications so you get notified of all my videos. And as always, remember, life's better with horsepower. Keep life lived, and I'll see you guys in the next one.